95.5 WFMS. Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's Jim, Deb, and Kevin.
And we have a problem already. The show's just now started, and Deb has informed us not once, not twice, but 3 times. My sock is slipping down in my boot.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's annoying.
I think I would just have to go home, call in a sick day.
Okay, I might just go back because these socks are not a good match with these boots.
I get it. Yeah.
And so it happened actually trying to leave my kitchen. And I got out to my garage and I went to get in the car. I'm like, oh no, I'm not driving all the way there like this. So I took my shoe off and I fixed the right shoe. And then, but the parking lot down
Slipped
again.
you in there. So your elastic's gone bad?
Is that what it is?
Well, I guess it would be, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It must be.
You got some tape?
You need suspenders for your socks.
I do.
These
I
make
need
those.
foot spinders. We could come up with a new product.
It's been
It probably
done.
It's been
exists.
done.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
done.
So I think maybe I might have to just take, because I can't do one sock and the other.
I got some duct tape.
I might just take them off and just do no socks in my boots.
Just like Garth.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Really?
Yeah.
But
no
this is
socks.
a person who's always cold, especially my feet.
Garth is?
No, me.
Oh.
Gosh, how long have you known me?
Well, where's the Uggs?
I didn't bring them. I was going for fashion today.
I'll find some duct tape. You can duct tape the socks on.
That
All
is-
right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Take
duct
the hair
tape
right
fix
off your
everything.
hair right off your legs too.
Oh,
You haven't
sure.
I don't have
heard.
hair on my legs.
Well, you won't after that. Hey, it's cold out.
It's
28
a weird
degrees.
show already.
95.5 WFMS. 95.5 WFMS. Jim, Deb, and Kevin. It's great to have you by this morning.
Yeah. You guys going anywhere for Thanksgiving? It's coming up in like a little over a
I
week now.
know it's hard to believe that, isn't it?
You going anywhere?
Nope, not going anywhere.
Deb, you
we
traveling?
stay here. Mooresville, but not. We don't go too far.
Okay.
Little road trip then.
Yeah.
AAA issued a warning last night.
What?
Saying that I'm going to paraphrase. Thanksgiving will be nuts this year. I'm paraphrasing.
I don't think that's how they worded
They
it.
said for flying and driving, it's going to be just
Are you
crazy.
going anywhere?
No, we
Okay.
are staying here. We've done that in the past, but no, we're going to stay here. They say that because it's on a Thursday and people take that Wednesday off, that the leaving may not be as bad because it might be staggered. Some people leave on Wednesday, some might leave on Thanksgiving morning, but they said the returning on Sunday,
Busy.
both the roads and the plane,
It's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
it's going to be nuts
Kevin
this year.
says.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
plan
So,
accordingly.
yeah, get out the airport early.
Oh, no.
And be ready for what?
Well, I don't have my turkey yet. When do we buy those?
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, I got it.
In fact, I don't think you need to take it out of the refrigerator or the freezer just yet.
Just yet.
Well, I got to
Yeah.
buy it first.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. Well, just leave it there. Leave it in their freezer, and then no, I'm serious. And then at this point, there's no shortage. At this point, just grab it, and then don't bother putting it in the freezer. Put it in your refrigerator from the store to the
Yeah, but I'd like to still have it and get it.
right now.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't. What the cutoff is. Like, there's a certain day if you don't have it, then it's panic mode. Then it goes nuts.
Well,
it gets nuts.
Exactly, and that's what AAA is saying. It's going to be nuts this year.
People driving everywhere just to find a turkey.
Remember, that was a couple of years ago. All this, and you sometimes wonder: is this all manufactured?
Yeah, do they
Is
tell
there
you
really
there's a shortage?
There was that came out the other day said there will be a Christmas tree shortage, and then someone else came out and said, "No, there's not.
There's not. It's in my basement.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, really."
And like, I'm going to fall for that.
So anyway, happy travels. If you do travel this Thanksgiving, be safe. Give yourself plenty of time because
Right
it's
on.
going to be
Nuts.
there. You go.
Nuts.
612, a place to hold a wedding reception, a new place.
Oh.
Or then again, maybe not. Details in 12.
That's Little Big Town and their beautiful harmonies at 95.5 WFMS with Jim, Deb, and Kevin.
So a young couple started dating when they were in high school, and he later joined the Marine Corps. And they always talked about getting married. And the joke was he told what would be his future bride, I want to have our wedding catered by Waffle House. It's his
Waffle
favorite
House.
restaurant.
Right?
And she just kind of ignored it, laughed it off, and just didn't pay any attention to his request. Well, the wedding date came, and they had their wedding, and she planned, how she got away with this, I don't know. She secretly planned to have the reception of their wedding at Waffle House.
Actually, at Waffle House.
Wow.
The wedding party, everybody ended up going to Waffle House, and they had the wedding reception there at Waffle House. And Waffle House, of course, played along with it. They had a heart-shaped, they said hash browns and pancakes and waffles and all that stuff, too. But isn't that a great idea?
I think it also shows, if that's what he loved and she was supportive of it.
Yeah.
It's a start of a good marriage.
I
It's a
think
neat
so.
idea.
Yeah.
My daughter Stephanie, when they got married, they want breakfast is their favorite meal, so we actually had breakfast at their wedding.
Love that.
Yeah,
Oh,
so they had
man.
They have
bacon.
a donut cake as
They had
well?
they had a cinnamon roll cake.
Cinnamon
so it was all
roll.
cinnamon rolls made into a big tower.
Wow.
Of it then too. But anyway, so I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
do
nice.
too. Yeah, everybody gather around there.
Would
you
have been a little cheaper probably too. If you think about
exactly what I was thinking. Exactly what I was
Oh,
thinking.
you shouldn't have brought this up because now Jim's going to,
I'm digressing back to
it.
August.
Oh, yours was Corbin's wedding.
It was
very
beautiful.
Beautiful.
But we could have had hash browns.
Well, that is true.
Could have had eggs and biscuits and gravy.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but it wasn't your wedding.
Yeah.
Well, it sure seems like it.
You're right. You've been down that road.
Never mind.
Okay, now
I was
just-
gonna say
just
something,
keep
and I
quiet.
just filtered myself.
I
Okay.
know, I know.
6:27, a sad but heartwarming story, all at the same time in 12 minutes.
Morning, 640 at 95.5 WFMS. Jim, Deb, Kevin. Kevin, you went to Anderson University,
I
didn't you?
did. One of my daughters did as well,
Oh, yeah.
and I saw this story, and it's heartwarming. It's kind of a sad story, but heartwarming story at the same time. Maybe you saw it too. The Anderson University women's basketball team bus was broken into. They were traveling to St. Louis, take on a team, Webster University in the St. Louis area.
Right.
They stopped to get like a selfie in front of the arch. I mean, everyone does that. St. Louis
Sure,
Arch,
you gotta
famous.
do that.
They were there they said less than 30 minutes, but in that time period, their bus was broken into.
Oh, no.
And the students' backpacks were stolen, their laptops, their cell phones, all that kind of stuff was stolen, and the team's apparel, their uniforms, and their tennis shoes.
Oh.
Which
So-
they needed for the
Serious.
game.
Needed for the game. So
Yeah.
they went on to the university, Webster University. Of course, Webster University said, well, we'll help out how we can. They filed the police report and did all that kind of stuff. But the game goes on. The school gave them their practice jerseys, but they're different color.
Right.
And then found them shoes that they could wear for the game because many of the shoes were stolen too.
Yeah.
And the news report said, it was a news report out of St. Louis that said it isn't very often you see two college teams play each other when they both are wearing the same name on their shirts.
Webster.
Different color.
Webster
But,
versus
yeah.
Webster.
So what a neat story in that respect. But yeah, these kids
Ended
were
up
all
having a better ending,
a
yeah.
better ending. These kids were all pretty distraught though. Do you think about
Your homework, your laptop.
you know, they weren't caring about the homework probably,
Right.
but the
Oh,
you never
laptop
know.
and their cell phone and all that. And then you forget about the jersey. So who would have taken that? I
Well,
mean,
yeah, what do you do with that? You can see a whole group of people walking around with
you ever have your car broken into?
Yeah, I
Once.
did. Mhm.
Once. It's the worst feeling. Not just broken into. That happened once in my driveway when I was a teenager. But we went to the movies one time and we came out and our car was gone. It was stolen from the movie theater.
Really?
We just
Wow.
kept waiting. We're like, did we not remember where we parked?
Where-
and then cars were disappearing
Leaving.
until we're the last one standing there. Like, our car was stolen.
There's no
Wow.
car here.
Yeah.
That's pretty big there. Yeah, mine broken into once. They stole the stereo, but it was a cheap stereo. So
Yeah.
I'm like, go ahead, take it.
Yeah, mine was broken into,
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
literally took nothing. There was nothing in there of value.
Really?
They looked at it and thought, well, we wasted our time getting into this car.
Leave
and
it.
they also didn't take the car.
They didn't, no, they didn't take my car. That is so true. Anyway,
Yeah,
nice little
good
story
news,
there.
yeah.
Good, kind of heartwarming, sad but heartwarming. 6:42. Ashley McBride. She's one of our favorites. You can win tickets to see her in concert in 1 hour. 7:08 with Jim, Deb, and Kevin on a Tuesday morning.
So I hate when I go to a restaurant and I'm not real sure how to pronounce something, and then I don't look very sophisticated. And so you're trying. Sometimes if you're at a restaurant where you're seated, you just point to the
Point,
item on
this
the
one right
menu.
here.
I
Yeah.
have this over here.
Yeah, that happens at Italian restaurants
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
the time. So I'm like, I don't know how to say nachi, gnocchi, whatever that is. Just give it to me.
Yeah.
And then now I have a new favorite sandwich at Panera Bread, and when I go in there, I want to swap out the cheese that comes on the sandwich with the cheese that I like because I had it another time, and I don't know how to say that cheese. So I usually kind of go, it's
Yeah,
that
kind
cheese.
of brownish one. That
Yeah,
yellowish
I end
brown.
up describing the cheese because it's like Gruyere or something like that. I know that's wrong, so don't come at me. I know it's wrong.
Gruyere cheese.
Or Gruyere, or Gruyere.
So-
I don't know what it is, but it's some sort of. I've said that before. It starts with a G.
Yeah, but it works.
I'll
I
have
know.
the cheese
I know.
down
They're
to
going.
G.
Where did you just crawl out of a rock? But yeah, it's kind of embarrassing.
Well, that is kind of weird if you can't pronounce the
I'm guessing.
actual name of the sandwich or the cheese that goes on the sandwich.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
none of us know it.
We'll go
probably.
with that gruyere cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Hey,
guy,
just
mumbling.
and it's got an accent on it somewhere in the toward the end of the word on maybe one of the E's.
Just here's what you do.
You
You just write it down on a piece of paper, like a Post-it note. Keep it in your purse, and when they ask you what you want, you just hold up the
Well, then
note.
they think you're robbing the place.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, I just always, and then I always tell myself, ask how you say it, so then I'd figure it out. Or I guess I could just Google it. But these are the problems that I have on a daily basis.
Well, it's tough to have that sandwich then, isn't it?
Well, I get it. It just
Yeah.
you go through a ringer. You go through. It's like I sweat bullets when I get up there. I'm like, oh gosh, and this is gonna look so.
Are you
stupid.
doing it through the
Actually, you know, I should
drive-thru,
try
or-
and see if it's on the self scan because I love the little kiosk thing where you can order.
Oh,
No, it's
yeah.
not a drive-thru. I'm usually in
Okay.
person.
See, I don't have that problem. Mine is cheddar,
Right.
Swiss, or American. That's
American.
about the
goat
length of
cheese
my.
is good. You never had goat
No,
cheese?
well, yeah, but that's not on my
I can
list of
say that.
cheeses. So I'm just, I just those three there.
Yeah. American.
American.
Is it? I don't know if it's cheeses. It's on my list of cheese, or maybe it is
I
cheeses.
think it's cheese.
Is it cheese just
You know,
plural?
if I were you, I'd just avoid cheese.
Yeah, right, apparently.
That's your problem right now.
Interesting, though. But
Yeah.
you still don't know. Someday you'll learn.
Yeah, I was asking somebody yesterday, and it rolled off their tongue, and I can't remember how they said it. Somebody here in the building. So,
Oh, do you have a tape of that?
well, I just happened to gather a few examples.
okay.
And apparently, I'm not the only one.
Oh, okay.
And it makes me feel a lot better because I don't
good.
think any of us pronounce it correctly, and we'll have that coming up next.
Okay. 712, text us right now if you want to play Can't Be Deb, 317-255-9367.
724, 95.5 WFMS. Jim, Deb, and Kevin. And Deb goes to Panera, found a new sandwich she likes, but she
Yeah.
replaces the cheese that's on it with a different cheese.
There's your problem right
She
there.
can't
Probably
pronounce.
so.
No substitutions.
If I didn't have a substitution, I wouldn't have this problem.
Correct.
Because I never can pronounce the cheese that I do want. They also have a sandwich called the grown-up grilled cheese, and they put that same cheese on that.
How-
And
how do you
it starts
spell
with a
it?
G, and I can't pronounce it, so I always just say the G cheese or whatever.
Right.
It's like a Gruyere or Gruyere.
How do you spell it?
Gruy. Let's see here. Gruyere. There's like an accent
Over one of the...
over
the
the
first
first
E.
E.
The first E.
It's a French word.
Okay.
So, anyways, I went around the building yesterday because I'm like, I'm not the only one. This is a difficult word, and English was my best language. So, what do you mean, huh?
I'm just
Whatever.
No, I'm saying, yeah, okay.
I was on the dean's list. So I walked around the building and I took some examples and asked if people could. I just handed them a piece of paper. I didn't pronounce it for
Right,
them.
okay.
And I said, can you pronounce this word? It's a type of cheese. And here's what we heard.
I have no idea. Brewery? Brewery?
Gruyere.
What?
Gruyere.
Gruyere. I'm confident. It's Gruyere cheese.
Gruyere? Did I get it?
Gruyere. Gruyere. As in the cheese? Gruyere.
Brewer?
Gruyere. Gruyere.
Guyeri?
Okay, so there are two people on that whole group that got it right.
Really?
I don't think, yeah.
Two of our coworkers, Carter and Jen, and they say Gruyere.
Gruyere?
No, wait. Do they say Gruyere? Okay, can we just let's get the correct
This
pronunciation?
is the one, the computer says this is how you say it.
Gruyere.
Right, here it is.
Gruyere.
That's it.
Gruyere.
Yes.
Gruyere.
And they didn't have
Gruyere.
the
There's
E
no
on the end.
eerie on the
Yeah,
end.
they just
It's
did Gruyere.
Gruyere.
I thought it was Gru. Actually, if you look at the pronunciation, it says they spell it out for you phonetically, and it's spelled Groo. Well, that's not Gree.
Ooh.
What?
We should be asking your mother this.
Oh,
if this
you're
was a
right.
French
You're
word,
right.
because
Oh, my
she
goodness.
says,
She says
croissant.
at Panera Bread, I would like it on a different kind of bread. I would like it on a croissant.
So how would she say this?
With the Gruyere.
Would you want to call and wake her up? It may not be. It may not be pretty.
No, okay, here.
Gruyere.
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 So
Gruyere.
they're saying it
Gruyere.
like Gree.
Gruyere, yeah.
Gree. Say it one more time.
It's,
Say it one more time.
okay.
Gruyere.
Gruyere.
Gruyere. Gruyere.
I'm still just
Gruyere.
going to say the cheese with the G.
Yeah.
I'll forget this.
Just
other
don't
time.
make a substitution.
Well, I
Just-
like
you
it.
Get what you get and
And
don't throw a fit.
Okay,
Colby.
fine.
Huh?
Colby.
Colby, there you go. I like that one. Okay, well, thank you, Deb, for expanding our horizon a little
Yes.
bit. Learn
English
teaching
is her
us-
best language.
It is. French isn't, but English is her best language.
In my defense, it's
It's
not
French.
a normal common cheese.
It's French. It's
That's
not
right.
English.
Right.
Right. It's 6:27.
Get off my
with
back.
Ashley McBride tickets in 12 minutes from right now.
Good morning. It is 7:32. Hey, Nikki.
Hi, I have a suggestion for Deb.
Sure. Go ahead.
You should use the Panera app to order your cheese. Then you don't have to say it.
Then you don't talk to real people. I like that.
Right.
Very smart. Yes, I'll get on that. I'm usually app crazy about other things. So, mobile order my coffee. I might as well. Thank you so much for calling.
Thanks. Thanks.
No need to know that word anymore.
No.
Just use the app and avoid people altogether.
The number 7, please.
Gruyere. That's Jason Aldean. He buys his shirts at eBay, by the way. On 95.5 WFMS. Good morning. You're hanging with Jim, Deb, and Kevin.
Might be kind of bad news for Deb. I'm not sure here, but there's
Yeah.
some grocery stores that are going to eliminate the self-checkout.
What?
They say that people just don't like it. They get confused. It slows down everything, and they'd rather have the one-on-one with the cashier than do the
No.
self-checkout.
They didn't ask me.
I know you. In fact, you have been known to help people out in line
Yes.
who are a tad bit confused by
Right.
that. I will tell you right now that if I've just got a few items, I will definitely do that. But if it's any more than like 3 or 4, I will stand in line for an extra 10 minutes,
Right.
not to have to
That's
deal
why I
with it.
like the self-scanner. I avoid the long lines that way. I love, there's certain, I'm going to sound like a total nerd, but there are certain ones that I like to go to, certain stores, because they have the little self-scanner that you can pull out of the handle.
Oh, kind
And
of like
then
a wand.
you're like just
A
over there
gun.
scanning everything in your cart. That is so fun and satisfying to me. So Walmart
Well,
would
here's
be
what,
one.
here's what we
Haven't
do.
gone to that store.
If they decide to keep them, maybe you could find a part-time job.
I would do that.
Or just as a volunteer. You
Sure.
mentioned earlier in the week that you helped out an old man at Aldi.
And thank you.
Doing some shopping.
Yes.
Maybe you could just be like the assistant,
I'll be the scanner girl.
the scanner girl.
Well, wait,
I like that.
You go to Kroger, they have the one person that gets like 6 self-checkouts.
Right.
Right. One person there
Yeah.
that's there to help. Maybe you could do that.
No, I don't want to do that. I want to scan.
Okay.
I
You
want
don't
to
want to come here
actually
with your
scan.
card.
And then, this is another slightly nerdy thing I'm about to admit. But when I
good.
go up there and I have, like, let's say 10 items in my cart, I see if I can beat my last record
What record?
well, the
of how
time,
fast I
you
scan.
guys-
I mean, I'm quick. I'm quick and I'm good. And it's like I get in and out. I'm very confident in this.
You really
I think
need
I
a
have
hobby.
It's a new talent.
You need a hobby, and you need to be drinking less coffee.
That could be.
So I could do that. I mean, if you want to get in and out, you need to come to my station. I'll have you scanned and you swipe your
Scanned
card and
and
you're in and
gone.
out. No time.
Wow. I'm over there trying to weigh out what's the code. Do
Oh,
we have-
no.
We have a code?
4011.
I'm actually
4011 is
buying
the banana
bananas,
code.
but I'm just going to select, grapefruit because that's all I know.
I paid
can't-
a lot more for this.
No, you can't do that. Sometimes you might be paying less.
I don't care. I
At this
did.
point, I just want to get out of there.
I definitely don't like the ones that have the camera, and all of a sudden you walk up and it's like under your chin. I'm like, okay, this is awkward.
Yeah, I don't look real good
You know,
there.
you don't want to see
Well,
yourself.
Never mind.
I'm just saying it's a little disturbing.
Could I have a copy of me?
No,
I just set a a new record of scanning. I'd like to have a copy of that for my own personal
that would be
collection.
nice.
that
Oh,
be
no,
fun?
I'm only kidding.
It's time for another round. It can't be Deb, and our contestant on the line is Mike. Hey, Mike.
How are you doing?
Good. What side of town you from?
I'm actually from the south side of Indy, living in Muncie now.
Lives
All right.
from the south side, living up in Muncie there. Well, here's how we play.
We're going to ask you 5 questions, Mike. Of course, we asked Deb those exact same 5 questions. And if you get more right than Deb, then you win, obviously. But if she gets more right than you, or if she ties you, then she wins. And if you're ready, let's start with question number 1.
All right, here we go, Mike. Question 1. The Colts traveled to Germany this past weekend and beat the New England Patriots. Now, what is sauerkraut made of?
Cabbage.
Question 2. Tomorrow is National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. Now, according to Whirlpool, what is the most popular color for a refrigerator?
White.
Question 3. Leonardo DiCaprio turns 49 years old this month. What was the first name of the character he played in the movie Titanic?
Jack.
All right, question 4. The most common bones we break are in the arm or a finger or a toe or an ankle. Now, have most Americans broken a bone? Yes or no?
Yes.
And question 5, next year, Heinz will be releasing a new condiment called pickle ketchup. Which is healthier, mustard, ketchup, or mayonnaise?
Ketchup.
All right, there's our 5 questions. Let's bring Deb back to the room and see how she does on 95.5 WFAMS. It's back to Can't Beat Deb. Deb is back into the studio now. And say hello to Mike.
Hi, Mike.
How are you doing, Deb?
I'm good. What about yourself?
I'll be a lot better after I win this.
Oh, Mr. Confident.
I like that attitude. All right, Deb, here we go. Question 1. The Colts traveled to Germany this past weekend, and they beat the New England Patriots. Now, what is sauerkraut made of?
Oh, that's a real good question. I don't eat it, so sauerkraut is made out of stuff that's like shredded and shoot, what is that? Hang on a second. It's German. It's made out of kraut.
And it's sour.
And it's sour.
Yeah.
Shoot, as soon as you say this, I'm going to know it. So
Sure
it's
will.
made out of It's made out of pickles. Shoot, that's not right.
It is made out of cabbage. And Mike knew that, so he gets the point. So it's Deb 1, Mike 1.
I want to start over.
No. All right, question 2. Tomorrow is National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. Now, according to Whirlpool, what is the most popular color for a refrigerator?
Most popular color? Well, I would think these days it's stainless steel, but I guess probably white. White. Are you serious?
Okay, here we're going to do a quick. Mike also said white. It is stainless steel, which technically isn't a color.
It's not a color.
So you know what? I'm going to give both them the point.
You know
all right?
what? You're a good man, Kevin.
So Mike said white as well.
Yes.
So everybody scores. It's Deb 1, Mike 2. But the answer truly is stainless steel,
Well,
but that's not the color. So
I should get double with that.
no, you shouldn't get a double.
Okay.
All right. Question 3. Leonardo DiCaprio turns 49 years old this month. What was the first name of the character he played in the movie Titanic?
I don't know this stuff. I've slept since then. Oh, shoot.
Well, I hope so. The movie came out years ago.
I know. His name was, I can see, what's her name? What's, Kate somebody? I can see her saying it. It's like, Jimmy. That's not right. Oh, shoot. I hate this. Jimmy it is.
Jimmy, it's not.
Crap.
It's Jack. And Mike knew that too.
Are you serious?
It is at Deb 1 on a technicality and Mike 3.
New rule. I can't play on Tuesdays.
All right, question 4. The most common bones we break are in the arm, a finger, a toe, or an ankle. Now, have most Americans broken a bone? Yes or no?
Have most Americans broken a bone? I have. Yes. Oh, I'm done with this.
Mike also said yes. The answer is no. Only 45%
Are
of the
you
country
serious?
has broken a bone. So I think that's a good thing that nobody scored here in that case. So it's Deb 1 and
Okay.
Mike 3.
I refuse to end with 1 point.
Question
Well,
5.
let's see.
Next year, Heinz will be releasing a new condiment called pickle ketchup. Which is healthier, mustard, ketchup, or mayonnaise?
Oh, geez. Mayonnaise is full of fat. Ketchup has sugar in it. I'll go with mustard.
That's correct.
Finally.
Mike guessed ketchup, which isn't right, so he doesn't get the point, but it doesn't make a difference. He's going to win anyway.
Well,
Because it's
whatever.
Deb 2, Mike 3. Mike, you just beat Deb.
Oh, Mike, you beat me. I was so bummed. Jeez.
It happens sometimes. You win most of the time.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, it's time for those famous words.
I'm Mike from Muncie, and I can and did beat Deb.
All right. Well done. If you'd like to be a contestant, just text us 317-255-9367. We'll get you signed up for Can't Beat Deb. 95.5 WFMS with Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Deb's got your daily dirt, and Brittany Mahomes may have made a mistake.
Maybe made a little bit of an error in judgment, and we'll talk about that here in just about 30 seconds. But first, Lee Greenwood is retiring at the end of 2024.
Really?
Yeah, he's released 22 albums, 40 singles, and you know him best for God Bless the USA.
Sure do,
He
absolutely.
has made that announcement. Lauren Elena shared highlights from her floral-themed bridal shower. It included a DIY flower bouquet station. That's a new idea. I've not heard of that before. So you go and you make your own bouquet. Then you send that home with your guests. A large spread of snacks and desserts. She called it, quote, the prettiest party ever to be thrown. We all know who Taylor Lautner is. He says it's a pretty nice compliment to be considered Taylor Swift's best ex-boyfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he treated her well. She's spoken highly of him. They've stayed in touch. She's brought him back on stage at some of her Era Tour concerts. And so it's the one where, usually she's writing songs about the exes, but they've remained on good terms.
That's good.
Brittany Mahomes might lose her spot in Taylor Swift's squad now that hate tweets from a decade ago have surfaced. And in one of those, Brittany tells Taylor, find something different to write about besides boys and relationships. And now she's out having dinner with her.
This is, of course, Patrick's wife.
Yeah, and I know it's
Is
been
the quarterback
10 years.
throwing to the receiver or the tight end, who is Taylor's boyfriend.
Sure. And I know it's been 10 years, but I would imagine Taylor's going to read that and go, I don't care if it's 10 years or not. You're criticizing my craft. And I would imagine Taylor, she's a pretty strong female. I don't think she would tolerate that. We'll see how it
10
goes.
years.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's got to have to probably eat.
I'm with Jim on that. I think you
A
got
little
to
humble
look back
pie.
and go, okay, it's 10 years.
But it's
Things
still
are-
mean. It's still mean-spirited. I can
Hey,
go back
maybe
10
she's
years and look
changed.
at my tweets. They're not hateful to people. I don't know. I just kind of think it might say a lot about her character. You
Maybe
don't
she
know.
changed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's true. Turn over a new leaf. 826, that's Deb's Daily Dirt. It's sponsored by Mark Deedle Realty.